Welcome to Selena Yoga Jams. For today's class, you might like a block or two. We'll be working on Warrior 3, doing a half moon, and working a lot on the sides of the body. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here. So I was thinking today we would start kind of like we usually do with some functional movements. So let's do as we always do and just shake out a little bit. A few big sighs. Just move your body whatever way feels good. I'll take at least 3 more big sighs. Okay, so we'll start with the arms. We'll clap in the front, clap in the back. Of course you can keep sighing. I love sighing. It's just a really good way to release energy. If you want to challenge yourself more with the claps, you could try to clap higher up in the back. Okay, next time the hands come back, let's interlace. So feet pretty much underneath the hips. We'll see if it's okay, if we can lift up on the toes, come back down. So maybe inhale up, exhale down. Okay, now we can see if maybe we can lift the arms just a little more, and then we'll do a few more. But it'll always work within a comfortable range of motion. Okay, release the arms. Keep moving on the feet. We'll do our lymphatic swings, so the arms can come up as we come on the toes, back as we go back. And you know what to do, just relax into it. Remember, we can imagine a string pulling us up through the crown of the head. Let the arms be really loose. Relax the face, find your smiles inside and out. Last few. Okay, relax. We'll keep the arms loose, feet under the hips or the shoulders, it doesn't matter. And we'll just swing side to side. We can even imagine like nourishing energy going all along the spine. Let the neck be relaxed too, so the head can follow the movement. Okay, we'll come back to center. Warm up those hands, just rub them together. Once you have some heat between the hands, warm up the low back. Give yourself a little low back massage, kidney massage. Okay, keeping the hands on the kidneys, so now the feet more like shoulder, even a little wider. We'll do our hip circles, so a little bend in the knees, and we just circle those hips. Breathe any way you like. Relax the face. I like to imagine like swirling the creative energy. Okay, change direction. Okay, come back to center. We're going to drop the arms and we'll just rock the hips side to side. And let's start to warm up the neck a little bit. So we'll just turn the head either shoulder. So don't think about it too much. It doesn't really matter. We're just rocking the hips, turning the head. If you prefer, it could be dropping the ear to the shoulder or the chin to the shoulder or little half circles. It doesn't matter. Just find some kind of movement in the hips and with the head. And as always, find something to relax, something to let go. Just let yourself be loose. The shoulders can join in on the movement any way they want. Relax the face. We'll just do a few more. Find whatever wants to move inside you and just let that out. Let it express itself. I once took a dance class and the teacher said something that changed my life. She said, there is no wrong movement. Okay, so let's bring it back. We'll bring the feet under the hips. So we'll get a little more dynamic. So still thinking about the hips. We'll lift one leg, bring it out to the side, put it down. So outside down. So we could just do the legs, or we could make it a little more fun. We could use the arms. Any way you want. So I'm just circling out. You could maybe inhale up, exhale down, whatever. Have fun with it. Remember your head and the neck. Let your eyes be free. So your eyes can look around the room. Your eyes can be closed, whatever. Maybe almost like a dance. We'll do a few more. I also like to think of this movement like clearing some space, opening up. Space for whatever we need, whatever we might want more of. Okay, last few. Okay, now let's keep the legs working. So we'll go into that goddess pose. So the feet fairly wide. It could be shoulders or wider. I'm wider. Sit into it as much as you comfortably can. Let's just take a few deep breaths. Maybe the hands on the belly to start. Send the breath down. Remember, the thighs are doing work. Pull up with the muscles of the thighs. Find the string, pulling up through the crown of the head. Find something to relax. Okay, so we'll add the arms, coming up into our cactus arms. The hands can face forward or towards one another, it doesn't really matter. And we'll get into the sides. So we inhale, exhale to one side. You know what to do, follow your breath. Inhale in the middle, exhale to the other side. One more each side. Okay, come back to center if you can. Sit a little more. Keep breathing with the belly. 2 more breaths. Okay, release. Whew, shake it out. You can give yourself a little tap massage if you need. Okay, so I think we're warmed up enough. Let's do some sun salutations. So I'm not sure if we'll need the blocks, but if you have a block, have it close by. All right, top of the mat. Before we start, let's take a moment, the hands in prayer. Roll the shoulders back and down. Find the heartbeat, connect with the heartbeat. It's always a good time to tell ourselves that we love ourselves, to give ourselves a little word of encouragement or a thank you, just thanking the heart itself for beating, if you like. 3 more breaths, doing whatever you want. Okay, let's begin. So inhale, open up the arms forward to the sides, it doesn't matter. Exhale, fold, nice deep bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. So hands come down to the earth, right leg steps back. We inhale, so we squeeze into the lunge. Step it back for plank. If it's okay, we'll hold the plank a couple breaths. Let's lower down knees, chest, chin. Inhale, pull through, come into a cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose, 5 breaths. And of course, if you want to walk the feet, move in any way, feel free. Let the body do whatever it wants, whatever it needs to feel good. Okay, so we're going to try a little core thing, see how it works, if it works in your body. So the right leg will come up, we inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, and we shift forward into a plank. So see if that's okay for you. We'll do it 2 more times if it's okay. We inhale, right leg up, down dog. Exhale, forward. 1 more. Now this time when we come forward, we put the foot down, put the left knee down, come up to the thigh. So just take a little breather. Okay, so we'll stay here. It could be exactly here. If it works in your body, the back foot, the left foot, maybe could come up, maybe in the hands. Only if it works in your body. 3 more breaths. Okay, if you have the back foot up, bring it down. Hands can come either to blocks or the earth. Pick up that back leg. Just 3 or 4 breaths in the lunge. And like we did last week, we're going to be playing with the Warrior 3. So if you have blocks, it's probably nice to use them. So just in front of the foot, making like a tripod. If you're comfortable, the hands on the floor, that's fine too. We shift the weight in the right foot, see if the left leg can come up. So we try to keep the hips in a line. Pull the crown of the head forward. And of course, breathe deep. Look for the sensation like you're breathing with the whole body. 2 more, if it's okay. Okay, so we'll bend the knees, bring them one next to the other. And now let's see if we can stand up, balancing on the right foot. And then when we come up, we'll just play with our balance. So any kind of movement that feels good. Another couple breaths. Okay, shake it up, shake it out. Okay, so we know where we're going on the other side now. Let's start in our mountain pose, hands in prayer. Find the heartbeat, breathe into it. Relax into it. When you're ready, inhale, open up. Feet rooting down strongly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, left foot steps back. We inhale, squeeze. Step it back to plank. Take a couple breaths. You can always do half plank with the knees down. Okay, let's lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's 5 breaths. And remember, give yourself whatever you need, any kind of movement, any kind of little adjustment. Okay, so let's go into our core movement. So left leg comes up, we inhale. Exhale, knee to the chest as we shift forward into a plank. And do 2 more with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. And this time the foot comes down. You might have to help yourself kind of drag it forward. Don't worry about it. Back knee comes down. Hands to thigh, and we just rest. Imagine the lower body breathing. If you want, the back foot could come up. We could grab it. No pressure. It could also come up without being grabbed, but if it's too much on the knee, just forget it, or put fold the mat or put a blanket under the knee. Okay, let's release the back leg if it's up. Hands back to the earth or on the blocks. Pop up into the lunge, 3 or 4 breaths. And we get ready for the warrior 3. So the hands come in front, making like a tripod. If you have the blocks, use the blocks. Shift the weight into the left leg, and when you're ready, right leg comes up. So it's like we're trying to make the torso and the back leg parallel to the earth. We just do our best, of course. One side is usually more comfortable than the other side, so don't worry about it. Another 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, so let's bend both knees one next to the other. See if we can come up while balancing on the left leg. If you put the foot down, no big deal. And then we just fool around with our balance. Any kind of movement you want. It doesn't even have to be the same as the first side. Another breath or 2. And really shake it all out. Okay, so we'll do one more sun salutation series. So back to the top of the mat, hands in prayer. Always taking the time, making the time for the heartbeat. Relaxing into it. Okay, let's inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, right foot steps back. Inhale, squeeze. Plank. So again, we'll hold the plank a couple breaths. If you feel like you want an extra challenge, we could maybe lift one foot. Switch sides. No worries if you don't want to lift the foot. Don't bother. Okay, let's do a side plank. So the right knee comes down, toes outside the mat, left foot comes down, open up the left arm. So in your side plank, play around in any way that feels good. Sometimes the top arm, the left arm, I like to move it around so I can stretch in the armpit. So explore whatever feels good for you today. 2 more. Okay, let's bring it back to half plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's 5 breaths. Pushing the weight back. And again, if you want to add any kind of movement, sometimes I like to come onto the toes, then move the heels down, or bend one knee, then the other. Please feel free. Even in child's pose, you could like rock the hips side to side if that feels good. Okay, when you're ready, back to down dog. We'll inhale the right leg up. If that feels good, we're basically just bringing the right leg forward, but if you like the 3-legged dog, do it. Exhale the foot between the hands. We'll pivot the left foot down on the floor. Cartwheel up to a warrior 2. So take your time to make sure you're comfy. Check your feet. Roll the shoulders down. Can look towards the right fingertips. We'll just start here, a few breaths. Feel like the openness in the chest, the shoulders, they're right over the hips. Okay, so we're going to turn it into a dancing warrior. So we inhale here. We exhale, right forearm comes onto the right thigh. Top arm comes over. We inhale back to warrior 2. We come back to the middle. And then we exhale, back hand comes to back leg. Top arm comes up. So just within a comfortable range of motion, and then follow your own breath. So we inhale in the middle, and then we exhale with the movement. So go at your own pace. And of course, if you want to hold either of the positions for an extra breath, feel free. Let's do 2 more cycles. Okay, so finishing the cycle you're on. And coming back to the warrior 2. If the legs are okay, hold it a few more breaths. Okay, drop the arms, straighten that right leg. Whew, just move the hips. Let the shoulders move too. Let the head be free. Just loosening up before the triangle. Okay, so let's go into our triangle pose. So make sure the legs are comfortable. Arms come up. We inhale. Exhale as we reach towards the right. So we get the right side of the torso super long, and then we just drop the hand. So we're not bending anymore, just drop the hand. Top arm can come up, or you can rest it on your hip, whatever. Now just breathe into this beautiful triangle pose. Make sure you're comfortable. We're going to try to stay here 5, maybe more breaths. Breathe deep, 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 deep into the belly. Especially the left side of the belly. Okay, let's take the left hand, put it on the left hip, turn the head, look down. We'll go into a half moon. So bend that right leg. Find your block if you have it, or the floor if you can reach, or it could be a chair or a little table or something. Walk the left foot in a little bit, shift the weight, and see if that left leg can come up. So both legs engaged. Now we're trying to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Look down for balance. If you're super duper comfortable, you could lift the top arm. Whatever feels good. Make sure both sides of the torso are still long. We'll try 2 more breaths. Okay, when you're ready, release. So we can just come to standing any way that works. Shake it All right, so let's do the whole thing on the other side. So I'm going to take a block with me because I'm switching sides. And of course, we'll just start in our prayer. Get into that heart space. Imagine rooting your heart down through the legs, through the feet, all the way down to the center of the earth. Connecting the individual heartbeat with like the global heartbeat. All right, when you're ready, inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, left foot steps back. Inhale, squeeze. Plank. So again, if you want the extra challenge in the plank, could maybe lift one foot. Then switch sides. Okay, let's lower it down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to a beautiful cobra. We'll pause in the cobra, take an extra couple breaths. Let the spine kind of move towards the front of the body, the crown of the head moves up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, child's pose or down dog, whatever you need. This is meant to be a rest pose, so use it as such. Okay, in your own time, we'll get ready to come into the warrior two. So if it works for you, we inhale the left leg up. Exhale the foot between the hands. Pivot the right foot down. And cartwheel up. So make sure you feel good, check the legs. We're in a good spot for you. If the arms are tired, you could totally put them on the hips, eh? Make sure you feel good. We're aiming for the knee over the ankle. Looking over the left fingertips. And just a few long, deep breaths. Okay, let's take it into our dancing warrior. If the legs need to break, just straighten and then come back in. Okay, so we inhale here. Exhale forward. Inhale center. Exhale back. Go with your breath. Get into your own flow. Okay, one more cycle. And once you finish that cycle, back to warrior two, last couple breaths. Okay, push into the left foot, straighten the leg. Whew, just relax. So make sure the feet are comfortable and find some kind of movement through the hips. Maybe the shoulders, maybe the head. Okay, let's get ready for triangle. So we can kind of rock the hips back towards the right leg. Arms float up. We inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach towards the left, so like you want to touch the wall. When you can't reach anymore, drop just the hand. Right arm can come up or rest on the hip. Just make sure you're doing the other side in case I get confused about what sides I'm saying. And make sure you're comfortable because we're going to hang out here a little while. And remember, it can even look like this. So you don't have to be down super low. As long as you have a little angle, you got your triangle in your legs, you're good. Okay, a few more breaths. Position the head wherever you want. Okay, let's get ready for the half moon. So the hand that's in the air comes to the hip. We look down, bend the front knee, the left knee. Grab onto your block if you have it, or the floor. Step the back foot forward. When you feel ready, shift. See if that back leg can lift. As much as possible, stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. We just do our best. Top arm can stay on the hip or it can come up. Look down for balance. And remember, balance changes day to day, even depending on the time of the day. So as always, we just do our best. Another 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, when you're ready, come out of it. Whew, just give yourself a shake. Okay, let's come down to sitting. So you can come down any way you want. If it works in your body, you could try to sit down like without using the arms. So like the way I like to do is I cross the feet. See if I can sit like that. But if that doesn't work, please don't worry about it. Let's extend the legs out to the sides. Remember, you can sit on blankets, your blocks, a cushion, whatever. So just the last little work. Push the sit bones down into the floor. Pull the toes towards you. Push the thigh bones down into the floor. Find something to relax, maybe the face. So we've been doing a lot for the sides of the body. Let's continue. So we'll bring the arms out. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. We exhale. Let's say the right hand on the right leg, wherever it wants to go. And then we just slide, just to whatever degree feels good. So we follow our own breath, inhaling in the middle. And just exhaling to the side. So make it your own dance, add your own flair, whatever that means for you. One more each side. Inhale to center. Let's bring the arms up. So same concept, but with twist. So we inhale here. We exhale, twist. Wherever the hand can go. If you can grab onto the leg, awesome. Or even the hand outside the leg. And then when you're ready, inhale in the middle. Also, if this leg position is really not comfortable, just go into cross legs instead. So follow your breath. One more each side. Okay, back to center. And with the exhale, release. Let's bring the hands under the knees. Whoo, just pick those knees up. Hands come behind the hips. And I'm pretty sure we've done this before. We'll just drop the hips side to side. So we can keep going just the lower body like this, or we can add the arm. I like to just look at the hand, or if you have the space, you could like kind of just throw your arm out. Just sending some love, some extra energy into the hips. Okay, one more each side. And we'll come back to center. Our last hip thing for over here, soles of the feet come together. If you can, use the hands and try to like open your feet up like a book. Like you want to read the soles of your feet. It's also a good time to give ourselves a little foot massage. You know, our feet work so hard to carry all of the gravity for us through the whole body every single day. So let's send some love to those feet. And notice when you open the feet, can you feel the hips opening at the same time? So a few more nice deep breaths. Okay, hands come outside the knees, bring the knees together. So one last thing, a boat pose. Haven't done this one in a while. So we'll take the hands behind the thighs. Now we want the back, the spine to be super long, and we'll just lean back. The toes can come onto the mat. We'll inhale one leg up, exhale down, inhale the other leg up, exhale down. It could just be halfway like this, or if it's comfortable for you, you could have the leg come up straight, whatever. Just follow your breath. Okay, so you could keep going like this, or maybe we could hold the boat. So we'll bring both legs. I suggest halfway up, but if you're very comfortable with straight legs, that's fine. We could keep the hands behind the thighs or bring the arms out. Just like 3 or 4 breaths. Okay, bring the feet down. Let's come down onto the back. If you want to grab your Shavasana stuff now, that's a very good idea. So take your time, get all your stuff, do whatever you need to do, and we'll just meet on the back. Maybe we can rock side to side. So one last thing for the hips before we go into Shavasana, maybe we can do a happy baby. So the soles of the feet point up towards the sky. The hands come to the outsides of the feet if they reach. If not, you could just hold on to the shins. And we just imagine that the knees are going to come to the floor, like outside the armpits. The important thing, as always, is just the breath. So we breathe into the hips. You could even like rock side to side if you want. Whatever. Let's just take another 3 or 4 breaths into the hips. Okay, bring the knees together. Now, you could either have the legs bent, the knees pointing up to the sky, the feet off the floor, or if it's comfortable, the legs straight, so the feet up to the sky. If the legs are straight, make sure it's ankles over knees over hips, and we'll just hang out, relax here. So try to release the legs as much as possible. Often this pose will be done against a wall. If you want to take it to a wall, feel free. Won't be here too long though, maybe another 5 breaths. Okay, let's release so the knees can come in. And now anything else you need to do to get comfortable for the Shavasana. So maybe a couple of twists. If there's any other kind of stretch or movement. And then once you feel ready, just place yourself for Shavasana. So remember, any extra clothing, a blanket, if you need something under the head. Or if you prefer to have your legs bent, that's fine. Or even the legs on a chair. Just take the time to set up in a position that's really super comfortable. And once you arrive, just give yourself permission to relax. Permission to, in this moment, let everything go. Let yourself surrender. very, 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 very gently. Let's start to wake the body. Wiggling the fingers, toes, turning ankles, wrists, maybe a few deep breaths. And when you're ready, just give yourself a nice full body stretch. Yawn or fake a yawn. Okay, before we come up, let's just give ourselves a hug. So just cross the arms. See if you can grab onto the shoulder blades or even inside the shoulder blades. And then if it feels good, we can just lift the head off the earth. Okay, bring the head back down. If it's up, change the cross of the arms. Give yourself that hug, grab on to the shoulders. And it's totally optional. If it feels good, we can lift the head. Okay, release. Let's roll to one side. As always, take your time. Maybe rest the head on the arm for a couple breaths. And eventually press up. And make your way into any comfortable seated position. Okay, so before we close our practice, let's warm up the hands. So energize the hands. And now we're going to take the hands and just place them anywhere on the body where you feel like you could use a little more energy, a little more love, some healing, whatever. Just place the hands wherever you need and then breathe into where the hands are. And receive the warmth from the hands, the attention, the loving presence. We'll take another 3 breaths. Okay, let's bring the hands into prayer. And once again, connect with the heartbeat. Relax the shoulders. Find the length through the spine, through the crown of the head. And find the length in the other direction, downward. So again, we can imagine the heart rooting through the body, through the earth. Connect with your heart in whatever way makes sense for you. So maybe listening, maybe saying something really sweet to yourself, or offering gratitude. Okay, as always, let's close with an Om. So we'll exhale everything. Inhale to chant. With gratitude and appreciation, may we honor the light, the love within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Namaste. Thank you guys so much.